And I think the unfortunate part is, abortions used to be very rare, but
Yeah.
now they've become something that is very common. It's really looked at as just a form of birth control. So it's something I didn't feel comfortable speaking about because I did not want to be making decisions for women,
Mm.
honestly. But when I saw how important this, issue was to the district and really from mostly women, I
Mm.
looked at my job as to support their voices at a state level. And, this was something that was very hot because, there was talk of
Hmm.
Roe v. Wade being turned over and then this really becoming a state issue. So I always think you want to represent the majority of your district, but I do think it is always great if you can find some sort of compromise that does make the majority of people happy because you're never going to make everybody happy. That's why I do think it's important to talk to people that you completely disagree with.
Mm.
Otherwise, you're just preaching to the choir, So that's why I thought the heartbeat bill made a lot of sense. Um, I don't think there's a world where it's ever just going to completely go away, but I do think minimizing late term abortions.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's like it's crazy we're having these conversations where like you would wait that late, But I mean, there is that idea of like, when does life begin? Is it the heartbeat? Is it creation? And
Well,
then,
so my argument on it, because I've had this debate with several people,
hmm
and I mean, one was a couple months ago, but I remember one of my buddy's wives was when I was running. She asked me about women, and I was like, "County doesn't really do anything with
yeah,
that. That has
right,
nothing to do." She's like, "I still want to know, And it
right,
was like, I was like, I mean, what is it that you want to know? She's like, "Well, I mean, do you believe that it's okay?" And I was like, "No, I don't.
yeah,
I mean, I still think you're murdering a child." So,
right,
and then it was like, "Oh, well, what about incest? What about rape?" And I said, "Let me ask you something right now. Let's say tomorrow it's voted on, and we go ahead and say, if it's incest or it's rape, it's okay. You can have an abortion." I was like, "So we're good, right? You're good with that?" And she was like, "Well, it should be the woman's choice." I was like, "Okay, so no, it has nothing
right.
to do with incest. It has nothing to do with rape. It has to do with you think that you should have the choice to murder somebody.